by Alec. Nice up. Here's Jacobs with the swing off the top of the block. Harper Murray again. Harper Murray found the deep corner. Jump serve there from Ellie White on the slide. Andy Jackson down the line gets the kill.
Andy Jackson on the slide down the line, I feel like is a phrase we hear quite often.
Back row, good swing by Dimitrition with the kill. And the middle, so successful. Iambia with the kill.
Michigan knows that they can't be. Andy Jackson ended up with the tape.
It's been one of the struggles between those two trying to run a faster offense. Andy just elevates so high that she's been underset several times.
You feel like you need to go lower, you just need to go faster. You can be as high, you gotta keep the speed, you can keep the height, go faster.
Good tip by Harper Murray.
I have to give my props to the setters that are forcing those middle balls. It's good to see, and it keeps the offense really, really balanced.
Well, I think you said it right? I mean, it's not just that they're always in system. Both setters have been pushing the middle, even when they're not in system.
Yeah.
That goes off the top of the blocks to the back. Burke pushes it outside, pushed by Jacobs, not down. Harper Murray, smart tip by Murray. 4-0 run.
I love that route by Harper Murray for so many reasons. It was a great communication point from the two of them.
Another tough serve by Adriano, forces the overpass. On the slide, Andy Jackson. Woo!
Andy Jackson on. We want to avoid those ones.
No bueno. Second touch, Bergen Riley right into the donut.
Couldn't love that more. An offensive setter is the key to my heart. I love that Bergen Riley decided to go over on two with that. I mean, allowing their setters to go and force middle action.
Iambia comes in leading the Big Ten Conference in hitting percentage at .471. Good diving, nope, did not get to it. Nice tip there by Jacobs out of the back row.
Smart tip by Jacobs there. She's
ran the middle, Rebecca Alec in the middle continues for Nebraska.
But she brings that ball down. She needs to keep going up with it with that high arm swing.
Middle continues. Andy Jackson now at 5 kills to go with Rebecca Alec's 5. Big swing there by Gordon from that right pin is the number.
It's been cool to see Rebecca Alec's development over the years, playing against her back in the day, and now seeing her really taking over, and her leadership is high up there. She's doing really well.
Adriano, great recycle, and then goes down the line. Block did not get out there. Dimitrition was there, couldn't get to the pin.
To step to that side, and she went for it.
17 aces now in the season for Ellie White to tie for the team lead, and there's the dump by Bergen Riley. Good little tip, kind of punch over by Haynes.
Bergen Riley showed Rebecca Alec that she thinks she can do it.
Bergen Riley. Out of the back row, Jacobs, yep. Good swing by Jacobs. Nice set, good decision.
Agreed. That's another layer to this Michigan offense that causes so much chaos for defense.
Seems like they've kind of embraced the change. They like the more gamified practices, playing a lot of competition and practice. Seems to have served the team well.
Michigan to have to run those balls down like that.
Overpass, Andy Jackson. And again, the serve leads to the kill. Adriano for the set.
Adriano with some heat on that back line. Good find by her in that open hole. Really strong finish by the Huskers in that second set.
First year with the team last year. Sienna Nordemir with the serve and a big swing on the right side from Avery Tatum. We talked about how well she's played in the Open.
She's got such a heavy arm. It's just not the most disciplined block from Indiana.
That's Alonso Cortez with her first swing. Number 3, Crimson. And El Nadi is dug in the back row by Audrey Jackson, the other libero for Indiana. There's a big block in the middle by Ella Borzema. Kept alive by Krichkovic. And Alonso Cortez sends it over. Here's El Nadi. She is blocked nearly off the underside of the video board here inside Wells Ryan Arena. And Tatum smokes that one. Too hot for Nordemir to handle. Point Indiana. And that's deep.
How are you supposed to defend that?
To start for Krichkovic, averaging over 11 assists per set. And new to the college game, freshman from Serbia. She sets the back row there, and Jessica Smith puts it away. Not a bad start to your college. Has a presence at the net front in this 5-1 offense for Indiana. Hoosiers starting to string some points together. They've now ripped off 5 straight, up 10-6.
This is a tough.
Sienna Nordemir at 5'11". I mean, great job.
We love bench shenanigans. Bench shenanigans can change entire vibes of matches. You saw Indiana take on Western Kentucky. Yeah, sure, they're not receiving votes or ranked, but that's a volleyball school historically. So both coaches booking some really good matchups. She's got big block on that right side, still honing in on her offensive ability.
Great dig by Dignan, the server for Northwestern. El Nadi the swing. It's punched up by Smith. Alonso Cortez to the back row. Another dig by Dignan. That one a little bit less technically complicated. Jackson the libero. Bad pass. What a dig by Navarrete. El Nadi roller. Dug by Alonso Cortez. And Smith is dug by Dignan, who's having a monster rally. Smoked by El Nadi and Jackson the dig. Alonso Cortez, and it's kept up by Navarrete. Outstanding point here. Off the block. Point Northwestern. Campbell Paris gets it done. Look at the hitting percentages for both teams. Pretty darn good. On the slide, it was Avery Tatum. No, she's an opposite, but wasn't the true slide. Still a point for Indy in Bloomington in about a month. Great matchup here as Bullington serves Jackson. Tatum plants it. Point Indiana, and they have set point on the road. Been about as even of an all-time series as you can possibly have. 41-40 going into the 82nd matchup between these two legacy Big Ten schools. And holy smokes, what a kill to start the second set for Indiana.
Textbook blocking from Rylan Reed, though, to get Northwestern on the board.
Krichkovic sets Victoria Gray, the freshman middle blocker, as a prep athlete at Bedford High. Playing volleyball collegiately. Jaden Jager with the serve. And Rylan Reed throws it off Jager, hits it right back and puts it home on the second try. Taking a step as a senior now, second year under Tim Nolan here at Northwestern, and one of the few players that returned from last year, so she has a really valuable role in passing on the fundamentals of this program to all of the new players.
Let's go, we got this right now. Steve Aird not calling the timeout, even though the three-point run from Northwestern.
Northwestern continues to pick on Jager in serve-receive. Much needed point for Indiana after Northwestern had built its largest lead of the match. Alonso Cortez.
Where we're gonna get bounced on. Again, it's a big momentum thing.
Alonso Cortez winds up and finds some floor space in the back row on Northwestern side. Program history from the country of Spain. Nordemir the set. Paris the swing, dug by Smith. Alonso Cortez lays out for it, and Jager guides it over. Now right for El Nadi, and that's tucked in the back row after a touch. Point Northwestern.
I mean, great set from Northwestern, but look at this up. Look at the...
Krichkovich, the freshman setter, that just got over. And Rylan Reed puts it home. Northwestern beautifully insistent.
And again, Tim Nolan has a unique recruiting kind of challenge. Recruiting for Northwestern, because you can't have any early enrollees. So a lot of these players have either shown up for camp to Kayla Kaufman able to execute.
Avery Tatum is dug by Reed. Elnady offers up the free ball. Krichkovich sets Tatum, it's in.
Nordemir goes pin to pin. You think it's going to Rylan Reed, and she doesn't do that. She sets Paris.
Wow, what a job by Krichkovich to pull that one back on Indiana's side of the net.
But again, you got to put over a purposeful serve. It doesn't necessarily need to result in an ace, but it's got to force the other team out of system and at least give your blockers a good chance of getting 2-on-1 matchups.
About as clean of a kill as you'll see there from Campbell Paris, the junior from nearby Barrington, Illinois. The bench celebrations are in midseason form, to say the least. Right back to Jaeger, and she put a facial on Elnady there. Wow.
Explosive approach and goes with it, hard cross angle. It's just too much for Indiana's libero to take care of.
Tell me what 5 and 5 means again.
So 5 and 5 is how you want your out of system kind of platform set, right? So 5 feet off the net, 5 feet inside.
But the Hoosiers have made it closer as we approach the middle portion of set number 3. Gray pummels that ball in the middle. Gray's got 5 kills now.
Personal stats.
First one of the night?
Point. Yep.
Okay.
First ice point from Tim Nolan.
Unofficially, right? Avery Tatum with the kill for Indiana.
Avery Tatum is playing mad right now. Listen to this. Screaming coming off of that kill.
What did the ball do to you? Nordemir the set, and she finds Kaufman in the middle.
A testament to, hey, we're still early on in the season. We're still working through those connections, especially if you're IU with such a fast tempo. And then, boom, what does Krichkovich do? This is what separates her. She's got that high. You got to get the point back and side out immediately.
Jaeger winds up and puts it down. "11 kills. Dreamed of playing for the Hoosiers at Bloomington North High School, living out her dream here, and she's had some big serves for Indiana in this match. Beautiful kill. Rylan Reed found space in the back row. She's up to 13.
Make you work for your points. There's not going to be a single point that's easy.
Carter the set. Bullington dug by Krichkovich. Jaeger cross court puts it in the back row. Indiana point.
Super versatile. I mean,
go on a run in the 4th set. Jaeger serves. She has 43 total attacks in the match. That is twice as many as the next highest attacker for Indiana.
Western bit on the middle attack because the last serve received bout, Krichkovich set the middle.
Overpass. Krichkovich. Alonso Cortez hammered down for her 11th kill. The serve from Avery Freeman. Bullington down the line. Point Northwestern.
I love that play. Middle of the court, still able to run her offense.
Bullington is Northwestern's second leading killer tonight. And a beautiful pass there by Krichkovich for the Indiana point.
Yeah, that one's going to get big smiles.
Leads all NCAA freshmen in assists per set. She's got 45 tonight. Looking for a 46th. Dug by Wright, and Bullington the swing, popped over by Jaeger. Elnady on the run, dug by Alonso Cortez. Jaeger a roll shot. Navarrete sets Elnady, and that's down to the back row. Point Northwestern.
I love that. Elnady and Navarrete getting off of the net after that one. Look at this, perfect again, 5.
Being able to block that Therese Stigler back row attack.
Falls on the Michigan side, point Nebraska. Back row, Dimitrition is dug. Choboy. Wow, little traffic there. Bergen Riley gets to it, punches it into deep zone 1 for the kill.
Right, she's finding ways to score, and sometimes this is all you can do. Rebecca Alec getting pushed out of the way.